Some angles can be drawn without using a protractor. Here we can see all these angles can be drawn with the help of a compass and a ruler. For this, first we have to draw a line, and on this we'll mark a point P. This will act as a vertex for the angle. So with P as center, we'll draw a semicircle cutting the line at 2 points, and we'll name these points as A and B. Now with A as center and the same radius, we'll draw another arc to cut the previous semicircle and mark this point as C. Join P to C, and if we check this will give 60 degrees angle. Now with C as center, if we draw another arc to cut the semicircle, let us mark it as D and join P to D. Now this particular angle will be 120 degrees. You can check on the protractor. Now that we are done with marking 60 degrees and 120 degrees, we'll see how to do angle bisection. PAC is 60 degrees. So if we bisect this angle, 60 by 2 is 30. We can get an angle of 30 here. For that, with A as center, draw an arc, and with C as center, draw another arc to cut the previous one. Let us mark this as E and join P to E. Now APE will be 30 degrees. As we have bisected the 60 degrees angle, it would be 30 degrees. Similarly, with C as center and D as center, draw another 2 arcs such that they intersect each other. Join this point to P. Now C and D are points on 60 degrees angle arm and 120 degrees angle. So CPD would be 120 minus 60, 60 degrees. When we bisect 60 degrees, it would be 30. To PC arm, we are adding 30. So this particular new one represents 90 degrees. 60 plus 30, 90 degrees. Similarly, for B and D, with those points as center, if we draw 2 arcs, they intersect at a point, join this point to P. This will give 120 plus 30, that is 150 degrees angle. Now, if we further bisect APE angle by drawing the arcs from A and a point on arm PE, that intersects with the semicircle, they do intersect at a point, join P to that particular point. Now this angle would be 15 degrees. Similarly, use point C and the point where PE is cutting the semicircle drawn initially. So these 2 arcs meet at a point. Now if we join this to P, that gives 30 plus 15, that is 45. Now use the point on semicircle from where 90 degrees arm is going, and that point along with C, if we draw arcs, they intersect at a point, and that gives 60 plus 15, that is 75. Now repeat this with D and the point where 90 degrees touch the semicircle, that is 90 plus 15. This particular arm gives 105 degrees. Now use D along with D, the point where 150 arm cuts the semicircle. So these two intersect at a point, join this to P, and that gives 120 plus 15, that is 135 degrees. Now again with B as center and the point where 150 degrees arm touches the semicircle, use this as a point and draw arcs. They intersect at a point, join with P, and that gives 150 plus 15, 165 degrees.